Okay, so it's 4 days since the defeat to Wolves. I didn't put your shout out straight afterwards because I was just too wound up about it. I was tempted not to put one out at all because I think what I'm about to say, my thoughts are just echoing what everybody else is thinking and has probably been said already. Particularly after the match, there was an awful lot going out on social media and various forums and God knows what. So I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing different. I'm still as hacked off as I was at the weekend, to be honest. And I think we've got some real problems. The previous shout I did, where I mentioned about the little sort of green shoots of something promising appearing. Well, somebody's obviously been down with the pruners or the secateurs, and those green shoots have all been cut off from going on that last performance. That was just, I can't find the words to describe it. Apathetic, inept, woeful. I don't know. It just doesn't sum it up. I was really quite hopeful that 4 games in, we would have got something. I really thought that we would have a slow start leading up to the break. Then we'd get something in the region of 2 points, maybe 4 points on the board from our 2 home games. But here we are, rock bottom with 0. I don't even know where to start as regards the issues. We've got major problems in midfield. I still think we have. We've got our manager we're paying 10 million quid a year to, or close to it, I believe. Who, having worked with him through pre-season and 4 games, still doesn't know his first team. I don't see how that can. Shut that. I just don't see how that can be. Can be happening. He must have studied the videos. He must have known what the players are all about, what positions they're best suited to. Put them in, get them settled, and get them playing. And it hasn't happened. The thing that really strikes me more than anything, above all, is that we've got a distinct lack of leadership. There isn't anybody out there on that pitch who gets his teammates by the scruff of the neck and, coaxes, cajoles, puts his arm around, bollocks and whatever it takes, as a leader would do, to actually get that team playing on the pitch. They're just completely disjointed. Thank God we got Fabianski. He's great. I thought Diop played really, really well. There's 2 games now he's played, and he seems to have settled in, and I can see why he's got that price tag. I'm still quite happy with Balbina, and Arnie works his nuts off. And as far as I'm concerned, positives from the playing staff, that is it. You've then got loads of people on fucking stupid money. More money that they earn in a week than the likes of probably a lot of people watching this and myself earning like 4 years, and they're earning it in a week, and they can't be bothered to fucking run and put some effort in. It's just, it just doesn't even compute in my brain. It's just dreadful. I don't know. There's just so much wrong. I was hopeful those green shoots would have carried on appearing, so that in that last game, so we would have got something from it and really could kick on after the international break. But you look after the international break, and I can't see for the first 3-4 games where there's going to be a point coming from. I can see us being at 7 or 8 games played, absolute zilcho on the old points tally, and it's, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't bear thinking about, and we are in the shit already. And all my hopes for the season, I think, are pretty much gone out the window already. It's early doors, but I'm looking now thinking, well, are there going to be 3 teams at the end of the season worse than us? I think Cardiff will drop. I worry for Huddersfield, but I can't see another team that's any worse than us, because I think Sean Dyche will get Burnley playing, he'll get them out. Chris Hughton's a wise old manager. He'll get Brighton up the table. Southampton are picking up results. All the teams that we thought we'd be looking down on, we're looking up to and hoping we can claw our way back past a few. I'm not confident. We're not going to pay Pellegrini off because it's going to be too much, so we're stuck with him. The playing staff, I don't think are good enough. I think Wilshere is, from what he's shown so far, maybe he was flattered having good players playing around him, and he struggles in a team with mediocre players, and that's what we've got. Anderson, my jury's still out on him. He does look better in the middle, but again, why isn't he played in the middle? It's the back to the self same thing as square pegs, round holes. And you looked at that performance on Saturday, and you could have taken any one of 4 managers, if you like. You could have put Allardyce, Moyes, Pellegrini, and Slav on the sideline, stuck a paper bag over their head and just said, which team is it? What team is it playing at? Whose team is it? And I couldn't have told you if that was a Slav team or a Bilic team or a Pellegrini team, because it was the same disjointed bollocks that we've had to endure for God knows how long. So anyway, I am lost for words. I was hopeful that this break would see us, really put some effort in, but obviously Pellegrini's now gone back to Chile. Some people I've seen say, he deserves a break. Not in my book. If you're in that kind of shit and you're getting paid 10 million quid a year, you stay behind. Get your family to come over and visit you. You get what squad members are there, and you fucking work them day in, day out, and start getting it drilled. All right, he might be back by the end of the week or whatever, but he's going to lose 2, 3, 4 days training, 4 days coaching, 4 days getting it into the people. All right, his coaching staff will be there doing it. Although having said that, the players have been given a nice little jolly as well, which they obviously deserve because they've worked so hard in these 4 games. Fucking hell, have a job like that. But there you go. So 4 days after the event, still disillusioned. And it's woeful. I can only echo particularly the sentiments of Gonzo and Gio in their post-match show that they did, and also the cup of tea that they did the following day. There's some really, really good comments come out of there, which I totally and utterly agree with. So, if you haven't seen them, I'm sure most people have, give them a look. But yeah, not good. And after all my optimism early season, it's slipping away rapidly. But never mind. Come on, you irons.